Hey guys, Kurt here of NK Garage, and welcome back to part 3 of the large mechanics tool haul. So if you haven't seen part 1 or 2 yet, you might want to check those out. Links will be in the description down below. But this is the final set of tools and toolboxes from the haul. So let's take a look at the toolboxes real quick. First off, on the left, we have this Kennedy mid box. It's a older box. I don't know what the model is. I was able to find the Kennedy script logo up here on the top. It's very well made. It's in poor shape considering, its age. It's not too bad. It's not dented out or rusted completely, but it's not very pretty. It's still cool. On the bottom is an old service cart. It just says Auto Air Service Center on it. It's in very poor shape. All the latches are falling off, and it's definitely got some rust and some condition issues. On the right, we have a 2-tier Homak tool chest. It's a basic chest, not the cheapest chest you can buy, but it's not really a premium box, I would say. It's in okay shape. I did have to put some metal plates on the bottom because all the drawers want to slide open on me, so I got gravity working in my favor for the video. And we're going to do a toolbox tour today. We're going to show you guys all the tools that are inside. But before we get to that, we want to show you guys something else. All right, guys. So let's take a look at our new surprise. So what we've got here coming down is our NK Garage merch. So we got 2 different options for shirts. We have a gray version with a pocket, and we also have the blue version. And the blue version is just the NK Garage logo on the front, and then you get the big NK Garage logo on the back. All of these shirts and the hats that we have are made locally here in New York. The same company that makes our merch and clothing wear for our landscaping company. So we have proven over the last 5 years that it's good stuff, and we're very happy with it. So if you guys would love to support us and check out the store, it's now available on Shopify. The link will be down below. I really appreciate it. Let's get back to some tools. So I think we'll start off with the Homak chest. Up in the top, we've got the top section here with a couple items in here. I'll start going through. First up, got a big riveter known as the Big Daddy, number 39010. It's a Marson riveter. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good riveter. I'm definitely going to have to test it out. We've got 2 bits for it, one in the end and one down here. I don't know if we're missing one. Could be possible. Up next, we got a mystery tool. We don't know what this is. It slides. It's got no branding on it. It's probably about 3 feet long. If you guys have any idea what this is, just please let us know. Next up is a specialty tool. I think they might have been using this for alignments, but I'm not really sure. It's like some kind of pry bar or specialty wrench. Here's another, probably for the alignment station. It is an 18 millimeter 12-point wrench. We've got 2 of these, or 1 of these in here. This is what's supposed to be a pickup tool, but it's missing the end. And you can see on here it says Snap-on S-8690, but it's broken. Got a couple more of these things in here. This one is also an old Snap-on, little handy grabber here. This one, I believe, is a Blue Point, USA made, bendy grabber. This is another one of the Snap-ons, but it's broken on the end here. This is a KD specialty tool. It's got all the sockets and little wrenches in here. I'm wondering if it's for the fan clutches. Very possible. It's 3/8 drive. Next up, I believe, is a compression tester. It just says USG on the gauge. Got the bushing tool made by Steck, and it's for the door hinges. Over here, just various miscellaneous old scale chuck key holder, bunch of random chuck keys, bunch of random keys. We're still figuring out which ones might go to which box. And we got some church keys over here and an old Budweiser little bottle cap tool. In the middle, we have another riveter, but this one says it's a plastic rivet, and then the rest is just worn off. But it's got a little squeezer here. I'm not sure if I'm missing parts to it or not. An old Blue Point wire brush tool. These I thought were pretty cool. It's old snap-on gauges. We got alternator current and starter current. It's probably went with a tool set. I think they're just really cool. I might put them on display in my shed. This, I have no idea what it is. I mean, you spin it and it pushes on these blades here. Buckingham 6103. 2 sets of tip cleaners in here. Found a couple more punches. Craftsman General. There's one snap-on in here. Blue Point. I believe it's a GA500. Possibly some kind of cleaner or gauge. This is Bosch. It's got all these points in here. I don't know if it's a gauge or a cleaner. Got one of the, it's a Wera, probably made in Germany. It's the magnet tool. Got a seal installer tool. This thing is heavy. It weighs like 5 pounds. It's a serious unit. I looked up the part number. It's made by OTC. It's for an old Ford. Just another spark igniter tool. Got this crimp base, some kind of crimping tool, I would assume. Old glue gun, thermo grip. Got 2 of these Lincoln lubriguns, and this one I tested it the other day and it shot out grease, so this one works. This one is missing the tip. Old egg beater style drill, which is made out of nylon. Doesn't work very well. All right, guys, it's time to go through the drawers. We're going to go kind of fast because there's a lot to go through. We got some ignition wrench sets in here. This one is a snap-on, and the other 2 over here are both Mac. They're missing some pieces, but we do have the pouches. A good amount is in here, in each one. It's not too bad. Rest of the stuff in here, 2 other smaller ignition wrenches. We've got this BMC offset screwdriver kit that's in here. And we got a Thexton gasket cutter. In the next drawer, a lot of random stuff. Old seal puller, some specialty tools. There's these wiggly flexi screwdrivers. There's this Herbrand, possibly like a plug wrench. I could be wrong though. We've got this Mac 1/4-inch drive, extension, offset angle, flexi tool, and a bunch of other random stuff. Nothing really too impressive. We do find the Thexton handy clamp. We have one of these. Works really great, getting in tight spaces. Here's another little stubby one. I don't know what brand this one is. In the next drawer, most of this is all tubing bender stuff. A couple various kits kind of just thrown together. We've got 2 tubing cutters. One is the Imp. The other one is an NYE. We got a brake cube and an Imperial flaring tool. In the next drawer, this is another tubing bender kit made by Robinair. Looks like everything's in here. Looks like it's a nice kit. The rest of this is all specialty puller tools. A lot of Snap-on and Mac. These 2 are the power steering pulley tools. And this one is a Snap-on seal puller. The rest of these, I'm not really sure what they are. Some of them are Snap-on, some of them are Mac, some of them are unbranded. And in the bottom here, we got an alignment pry bar made by Sunex. Nice long 18 to 20 inch. In this drawer, got a bunch of brake spoons. They're pretty much all Mac or Snap-on, a couple of other brands, but 90% of them are pretty premier. Got a rigid pipe thread cutter here, 3 different sizes. And we got the exhaust pipe expanders, unbranded, and then we have a 3-way exhaust back pressure kit. It looks like everything is there, and it looks like it's in pretty good shape. They had a lot of inspection mirrors, everything from the teeny tiny little maybe 3/8 inch wide mirror all the way up to the 3-inch wide mirror. Most of them are made by Ullman. A couple of them are Proto, a Blue Point, and a Craftsman. Next up, these are all magnet tools, and there's also a bunch of these little specialty screwdrivers or something. I'm not really sure. I know there's probably a lot of guys out there that probably use these, probably on some old school cars, I would assume. We got the pokey thing drawer, so a lot of picks, a lot of right angle picks. They had a lot of them. A lot of them are Omen devices. We did find one LS Starrett in here, but it's missing one of the tips. These are replaceable though, so at least we have the body. A couple of Macs here, and this one is the Swinger, which is the same as the Mac. Next up, just a miscellaneous junk drawer. The coolest thing in here to me is probably this giant wood chisel. So I'll probably end up cleaning that up, see if I can find a brand on it. Onto the bottom, this is all blades, hacksaws, razor knives, all the sorts. A couple of Stanley razor blade knives. There was this all-trade knife in here that does some really cool stuff. And the rest of it is just, hacksaw blades and all related stuff. Next drawer, kind of miscellaneous, but we got a battery terminal cleaner here, KD, little spoon. This is some kind of Mac specialty tool. Got this Napa adjustable ignition spark tester. A bunch of more specialty tools that I really don't know what any of these do. Like this is a Mac tool, but I don't have no idea what it is. This one's KD. These I have no idea. Got a sharpening stone and a honing stone down here. And in the back here we have a Steck spring holder for door hinge. Some kind of door hinge pin popper. Next up, we got some wrenches. Things are getting a little bit more exciting, at least for me. I'm very excited about these on the left. These are Dakota, and they're like offset angle ratcheting wrenches. So this whole thing must be filled with gears or some kind of drive system, because you can put your ratchet in here and spin the other side. So these things all need a cleaning and a service, but it seems like they work. So we have this longer 3/8 drive one. We have a 1/4 inch drive over here. We've got a smaller 3/8 drive one here. And the rest of these are all set up for specialty hex sizes. So we have like a 10, 12, 15, 11, and a 14. So those are pretty cool. Definitely interested in getting those going. We've got 4 of these Star long ratcheting wrenches. Again, some of these have like maybe plug sockets on them or something. Maybe for when you're up on a lift and you got to get in a specialty area. The rest are hex sizes, so that's my guess. Maybe for fluid changes. Got a bunch of adjustable wrenches over here. We've got a 4-inch Blue Point USA, 4-inch Craftsman USA, 6-inch Crestalloy Crescent USA, 6-inch Irega made in Spain. We got this funny all-trade adjustable groove joint pliers wrench. We got this. It's interesting, but it's completely shot. It's a True Grip, and it has like this locking lever. But if you look in there, you'll see that this thing is seen better days. Mac 12-inch USA. Got a couple of Chinese guys in the back. We've got the Power Master, the Little Auto Store, and the 6-inch Elephant. and a performance tool. In the next drawer, we have a lot more specialty wrenches. So a lot of these I think they were using for alignments or front end work. So there's a whole stack of proto in the front here. And these all have specialty angles. They're all 12-point, just single box sided wrenches. But, you know, you got like right angles and all sorts of stuff. This is a snap-on open-end wrench, 1 13/16. Got a couple of these, just 3 different ones. Again, my guess is probably for, yeah, it says camber caster adjustment. So 3 of those. 1 Miller Detroit snap-on, and the other one I can't find the brand on. Got some more of these box end wrenches, more proto. This one is a snap-on, or nope, it's a Mac. Another one of these in the back, snap-on. Another, this is a snap-on, like a 12-point open end. There's another snap-on one here. This is unbranded, I think. And then we got 3 of these snap-on with these hex ends. So one side's hex and one side is a 12-point. 17 by 21 millimeter. 3 of the exact same wrench. Next up, we got a lot more specialty stuff and some just jumbo wrenches. But you got this, you know, specialty angle 18 millimeter ratcheting wrench. A lot more probably front end tools. Got some jumbo wrenches in here. Bonnie, nice heavy duty, 1 5/16. Old Herbrand double box. Got this KD. There's some small ratcheting stuff in here. Specialty stuff that I don't know. It's Thexton. Carburetor nut wrench. This is an adjustable pin spanner. Probably going to be keeping that. Snap-on too. Double-ended, so you have 2 different sizes. Snap-on, like a Soltis style wrench, 3/4 inch. OTC specialty wrench. We got a couple more of these guys. Probably front end work is my best guess. Got 2 of these called Ratchet Action, some kind of like speed wrench. J.H. Williams, the multi-socket. So you got 8 different sizes on here. Double-sided alligator wrench made by Bonnie with the thread chasers in the middle. 2 of these. So they have socket drivers on the back, I think 1/2 inch drive, and they're just long tube sockets. USA made. The Master wrench. Another specialty wrench, Thexton. So it has it, 10 by 12, 12-point. We got some wrenches with some specialty bends and a couple more ratcheting guys in here. These are possibly brake wrenches, brake bleeding, Mac, and snap-on. Another snap-on 19 millimeter. The rest of these are all thin style wrenches. There's some unbranded, some less important brands, but the coolest part is there's like a whole bunch of Mac. So, and they're all metric. 32, 24, 27, another 27, 24, 32. There's a bunch that say ETW, and those ones are all in inch. I don't know what brand that is. I don't know if ETW is the brand or not. So there's like most of a metric set and most of a standard set of those thin single open end wrenches. Bottom drawer is all diagnostic stuff. So give me a second. I'm going to unload everything from here onto the white table and then we'll take a closer look. All right, guys, I got all of the diagnostic tools out here on the table. So let's take a closer look. There's also a couple of miscellaneous things, like we got this police light, GE bulb in here, Ford decal on the top. Pretty cool. We got this, it's marked Zalenda. I have no idea what this is. If you guys know, let me know. Got the Solder Pro 180 by Solder It. Looks to be new in package. Got ourselves a power probe. We already have one of these and it's a really great tool. So it's good to have another one. Comes with the box and the manual. Not that you need to know that. We've got the infrared thermometer, UEI. Down here we have a Midtronics PBT 200 battery tester. Just actually tested that out and it works great. This is a 2500 degree Fahrenheit auto range temp probe by Alltest. Digital engine analyzer by CTA. Got a thermocouple thermometer by Atkins. Got a TPMS tool, the TIPS Pro. Actron ABS brake scan with an Actron Auto Scanner Plus. Over here we have the OTC Electronic Ignition Analyzer. We got the Microprocessor Digital Engine Systems Analyzer, model 2800. Got the Cat Master O2 tester. Got a Mac ohms meter. Got this P&G block check. Got this GOP quick probe coil tester. Got two cartridges made by OTC. I'm not sure what these go to. GM and a Ford cartridge. Got a Mac tool circuit tester. Got an amp clamp here. Got this old school Mac battery and regulator tester. Just goes in your cigarette lighter. And we got a Blue Point digital probe with the case. A lot of this stuff is fairly outdated, but some of it might still be good. I know we're going to be keeping the battery tester. That's definitely a keeper. But we'll test everything out and see how it works. And now I think it's time for box number 2. So I took most of the stuff out of here to load into the black box, just to make it easier. But these guys, they committed some crimes. Look what they've done to my poor boy. So we got a lot of manuals and tool catalogs. These are both Mac tool catalogs. I think these old catalogs are pretty cool to look through. See what things they had back then. Also just get good information on some of your old tools. There's another Mac tools catalog. Missing the cover. Got some more books. Chicago Pneumatic, Matco catalog. It's cool stuff. Brake Bleeding Guide, 1997. Mini little Snap-on advertisement. And we got some manuals. A Car Care Guide, 2001. And these, I think, there might still be some people looking for these because there's a lot of good information in here. And if you're working on an old car from the 90s, this is just loaded full of really important information. Old stickers, Holly equipped, 2 of them. Motor Specification Guide, 92 to 2001. Also, just a great reference manual. Ford Ranger. Nissans. More manuals. 2001 gearbox. 2001 automatic transmission fluid. This is a Moog parts book. Also, probably good information. And then there's some random stuff on here. Mac Tools instruction manual. The Genesis. I don't even remember seeing that tool, so I don't know if we got that. But I like this clipboard. This Moog clipboard is really cool. So I'm going to keep that around the shop. In the bottom drawer, got some toolkits. I was pretty excited when I found this SK plastic case, but we're missing about 10 sockets or so. Most of them are in here. All SK USA made impact sockets, metric set, deep and shallow. Got an old snap-on, probably an old 1/4-inch drive set, no pieces, just the case. This I think is just some junky socket set. Duracraft, no, it's better, but everything in here is Japan, just basic tools.
Somebody paid $50 for that.
That's ridiculous. Next up, we got some Vim tools. It's a triple square set. Probably be keeping that. We did get a lot of triple square stuff, Snap-on, but this is nice and shallow set. Good variety. And this is just an empty little case. On the bottom chest, this is all the shims that they were using for the front end work. So it's a whole kit. We don't do any kind of this work here, but if I can pass this on to somebody who does, definitely a lot of good stuff in here.
Flip-flop.
And we got a little flip-flop. Mexico. And in the bottom, we got a box. All this stuff came out of the top when I was kind of cleaning and going through. A lot of specialty tools in here, probably all front end work related. This one's just unbranded. Bear, GM camber tool. Another Bear tool. It's a lot of stuff. And, you know, there's some OTC tools, camber tools, Snap-on, camber tools. Another OTC. A lot of specialty stuff has it. So I won't go through it all individually. It's just so much random stuff. But I believe it's all front end work related. This is a cool one. Snap-on vintage logo. Caster camber adjusting tool. Ford Lincoln Mercury's. And that's it. That is the finale on the, I think it was 8 toolboxes we got. We did condense everything just to make it easier for you guys to see. Hopefully you enjoyed, and it's been one heck of a haul. This one was a lot of work. Put a lot of time into this, and now it's time to go through and figure out what we need, what we don't need, and everything that we don't need is going to end up on our eBay store. So if you guys are interested in any of the tools you saw, there's a good chance it might end up on our eBay store. I've already been listing stuff constantly, so a lot of it is up on there. Just check that link down in the description if you're interested. All YouTubers get 10% off. There's a coupon code in the description. So 10% off your whole order. We appreciate the support if you guys are looking to do some shopping. So that's it for today's video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.